With this event right here, you can get a ton of free rewards, and the main one is going to be Silver Mane Baek exclusive weapon, which is why in today's video I'm going to be going over a complete guide of this event and how you can get all of the things within this event so you can absolutely maximize it, so you can get a ton of good rewards as well as a very good weapon. Okay, so this is the event right here as you've seen already, and overall there's a lot of different ways that you can get, well, maybe not a lot, but two pretty big ways where you can get rewards, as essentially what you do in this event is you earn these tickets right here, and with those tickets you spin the machine and then you can get some capsules to where you can get rewards. And then basically when you draw a certain amount of times, you will reach a certain milestone to when then you can get an actual certain set reward as well. So in total for drawing 10 times, 20 times, 30 times, and also 50 times, you can get 3 special draw tickets, which means overall you can collect a total of 12 of these special draw tickets, which is a guaranteed free multi and a little bit on a future limited banner, perhaps Charhain. And then once you get to the 80 sort of pity or milestone mileage, whatever you want to call it, you can then get 30 fragments of Silver Mane Baek weapon. And then finally, once you get all the way to the end of the event, you can actually get Silver Mane Baek exclusive weapon completely for free, which is fantastic because just like we've had in the previous event, we were able to get Choi Jong-in's weapon, exclusive weapon, completely for free. So hopefully this will be a running theme throughout the whole game, to be honest, and it'll make it so much nicer, and it'll make these weapons so much easier to dupe out as well, which is going to be fantastic, especially if you actually pull for these characters. So I just also want to touch on Baek actual weapon, as in terms of being an SSR, just a general hunter weapon, this is probably one of my more likable ones, as the main sort of plus for me is that this weapon can be practically used on like any hunter in the game, as a lot of the other hunter weapons, or if not even all of them, they will have a like sort of specific effect that is only unique to that character, so it makes you feel like you can only really use those weapons on those characters. As for example, Lim Tae-gyu's exclusive weapon, Intercept, basically you get increased dark damage by 4%, and then when you use a basic attack within 10 seconds after using quick attack Typhoon Fire, which is one of Lim Tae-gyu's own exclusive skills, you'll be able to increase your attack by 6% for 30 seconds, stacking up to 2 times. And the issue with this is that, yeah, the dark damage is nice and so is the main stats, but you can't really use the rest of the passive of this weapon. And that is just simply because it's a weapon that is mainly unique to Lim Tae-gyu and Lim Tae-gyu only, because you have to be able to use one of his skills in order to increase your attack even more to get probably the biggest benefit out of this weapon. However, with Baek weapon, at least to my knowledge from how and my understanding of actually reading it, that's not the case, because Howling White Tiger's Soul is obviously the name of the weapon, and essentially what this will do, it will increase the user's basic attack damage by 8%, which will go all the way up to 30%, which is a really sizable increase. And then whenever the user's basic attack hits, you'll take damage equal to 0.5% of your current HP, but then deals damage equal to 0.2% of your current HP to targets. And then this, the damage to current HP to targets will increase from 0.2 all the way to 0.5 as well. And then you can also get the other main stats of attack, defense, and HP all the way going up to 15%. And this is honestly my favorite thing about this weapon, because this is a weapon for like any other future hunter that comes out in the future that is sort of based off of basic attacks and stuff like that. This weapon can be used on that character, and that is just simply because this weapon doesn't have any specific effects or anything that is to do with Baek, which makes this weapon honestly for me extremely valuable, which is why I think this event is so good, and it's definitely why you should definitely farm it. But overall, how are you actually going to farm it? So just like in the previous dice event that we had with Choi Jong-in, you could roll a dice and then you can get some rewards, and then when you go around a certain amount of times, you then reach the extra mileage points, whatever. But in order to get those dice, you needed to do missions, whereas this time we need to do missions to get these capsule draw event tickets. So overall, we have all of the missions right here. So we have log in for 1 day, which is just log in every day, level up Sung Jinwoo's weapon 1 time, level up a hunter 1 time, draw from the special draw 10 times. This is unlimited, whereas all of the rest of them are daily. And then you can get a whopping 10 of these tickets for this, which is a huge amount, by the way. And then when you clear any gate up to 5 times, you'll be able to get another ticket, which is fantastic as well. And then all of these, apart from, like I said before, the one we actually have to summon to get these tickets, are you get 1 time per day. So overall, you can get 5 of these tickets every day if you do actually skip the Baek banner and don't summon on it at all. So let's claim all of my tickets right here. And because I think I did like 5 multis on the banner, I can get a bunch of tickets right here, which is really going to help me get through through this event a lot faster. But I'm going to assume that it's going to be just like how the Choi Jong-in event was, where you could very comfortably and very easily go around the whole board without having to summon for him. As at least that's what I found anyways. Maybe I was just really lucky, I'm not too sure. But yeah, you should be able to very easily get this thing very quickly and easily, as you do have 20 days to do it. And you can get 10 of these every 2 days. So yeah, you'll have just enough time to be able to get this all done. So if you are a free-to-play player who isn't summoning, make sure you do all of these missions every day so you can get as many tickets as possible, because if you don't get enough tickets, then you most likely won't be able to get Baek Yoon-ho's weapon. But in terms of rewards from it, these mileage and milestones isn't the only thing you can get from this machine. As if we go and look at the capture rate, we can look at what we can get from these capsules as well. So as you can see, we can actually get a copy of Baek Yoon-ho's weapon on a 0.1% chance, so extremely unlikely to happen. And then we can get a bunch of different sort of amounts of his weapon design pieces, which all have their own different rates and stuff like that, going from 1 piece, 2 piece, 3 piece, 4 pieces, and then 5 pieces as well. And then we've got skill scrolls for hunters. We got just the level 1, or like the stage 1, the rank 1 skill scrolls, as well as the rank 2 skill scrolls for hunters. So that's always great. So you can pull these, get these, level up perhaps your Baek Yoon-ho skills, or just any other future hunter skills in the future, which is good. And then we've got weapon enhancement gear going all the way from rank 1 all the way to rank 3 as well. These are a huge extremely valuable resource that a lot of players do need right now, so we'll always take more of those. And then player skill scrolls as well. You've got the rank 1, rank 2 versions of them as well on their own different rates, as well as artifact enhancement chips for both the different kinds, as well as mana power elixirs, and then of course gold. So of course all these things do have their own different rates, and unfortunately the weapon is only on a 0.1% chance, so the chances are you're never going to get them, unfortunately. But overall, let's see if we can get lucky at all, which probably definitely won't be, but let's have a look. What are we going to get in our first temple? The ball comes out, and we got a ton of pieces for Baek Yoon-ho's weapon. We got a bit of gold, artifact enhancement chips, as well as weapon enhancement gears, as well as some player skill scrolls as well, which is amazing. And then because I've just completed the mileage or milestone, I can then get 3 tickets as well. And then we can draw 10 times again. What are we going to get this time? Is it going to be something good? Let's see. Ooh, okay, pretty much a lot of similar things. A bit more gold this time, not as many pieces of like the weapon design things, whatever you want to call them, for Baek Yoon-ho's weapon, so unfortunate with that. And then we get another 3 tickets for getting the 20 milestone. Then we go again. What do we got this time? Let's see. Okay, once again, pretty similar stuff. In fact, almost identical to my last one, I think. I think this is extremely similar. I think some of the numbers might be a bit different, but apart from that, wow, very, very, very similar. There we go, another 3 tickets. So here we go again, and oh my, okay, we got a lot more gold this time. This is probably one of the worst multis of the lot, unfortunately. And then final one to get us our last 3 tickets we need. We can then get just a lot of the weapon pieces, a bit of gold, artifact enhancements, as well as some, the mana power elixir. Very nice. And there we go, the final 3 tickets. So with those 12 tickets that I've just earned, I'm now on 24. I was on 12. I've pretty much made a decent chunk of the summons that I invested into the Baek Yoon-ho banner back already, which is really, really good. So because the game is just allowing you to recycle at least a little bit of what you've put in to get something out, which is really nice. And you can also just get those things back anyway, even if you don't invest in the banners as well. It's just much easier if you do. And considering I only did like 5 multis on my summon video, and if you didn't watch that, then please make sure you go watch it, which then means I've pretty much only spent like 3 and a bit multis to get my Baek Yoon-ho copy, which was obviously, I did get very lucky in those summons, but still the principle remains. It's decent value. It's pretty good value anyways, at least I think. So yeah, overall this event is really, really good. You can get definitely a very universal weapon that can be used on pretty much any character or any hunter that likes to use basic attacks, which is really good. You get a decent amount of summons. 12 tickets is amazing. You can craft his weapon even more as well to get dupes for it. That's if you're probably gonna need to whale out quite a lot more to get those, which is really good. And then you can obviously also get a ton of these materials right here. Probably the best thing about these capsule rates is going to be the rank 2 artifact enhancement chips, to be honest, as those on a 10% is actually really, really good, to be honest. And so yeah, that's pretty much it in terms of rewards for that. All the other ones aren't really like anything anything too crazy. I do think the artifact enhancement chips are probably the best ones, as all of the other things, such as the weapon enhancement gears, are just a bit too rare for it to be like, oh, this is really good. But yeah, overall, the artifact enhancement chips are very, very good, and you should hopefully get a lot of these. Hopefully, fingers crossed, throughout the whole the whole event. So thank you so much for watching today's video. If you enjoyed this video, you found it useful, then don't forget to like and subscribe, as it helps a ton, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.